of LinkedIn Creative Mode. Welcome back. I'm Katie Cherry of Cherry Solutions, and I help adults learn technology. Specifically, I help you get engaged and show up on LinkedIn. Today, we're going to be talking about LinkedIn Creative Mode or Creator Mode. And I'm going to try to answer all your questions for you. Is creative mode right for me? How do I get creative mode? How do I turn it on? What is it? And the pros and cons. So let's check out some slides that I have ready for today. These slides are from a talk I gave to some job seekers, and it covers what to comment, how to post, and what creative mode is. So if you'd like the rest of my slides, they will be available with a link down below. Let's get started. What is creative mode? It is just a different way for you to display your LinkedIn profile, a way that really lets people easily identify if you're the kind of person they need to be with, attracts people to you that have similar interests or would be interested in what you're speaking about, and really showcases you as a creator. So, how do you know if you have creative mode or not? You're going to scroll down to your dashboard, and it's going to ask you if you want to turn creative mode on, if you have that option. This means that you can turn it on and off whenever you need to. So if you decide you don't like it, it's not a long-term commitment. But what if you don't see that little turn on or off button? That means that you may not have creator mode yet, but don't panic. Most people seem to get it around 800 connections, or you can go ahead and go to the LinkedIn help desk and request that they set you up with creator mode if you are interested. So what is it? What are the pros and cons? Let's find out. So the basics of creative mode, the pros and cons broken down, is that a pro, you will get the 30-second cover commercial on your profile picture. Now the cool thing about this is you can use that 30-second intro without creator mode, but I noticed that a lot of people get them both at the same time. So if you are exploring creative mode, check that out and make sure that you do film that little 30-second intro on your phone. It also shows more under your activity tab. So on a traditional activity tab, you can see that it has, a mix of items, things that you've written and you've shared, but also comments that you've made on other people's content and things that you've liked on other people's content. However, when you switch to creative mode, you get 2 additional slots, and they really focus on your work and what you're doing. So it promotes you as somebody who's adding to the platform. So as you can see, it's 4 mixed slots or 6 slots that are really focused on your stuff. It shares your favorite content in the form of a hashtag. So you get to choose 5 hashtags that represent the kinds of things that you speak about on your channel. And they're displayed right at the top in your profile without having to scroll down. It's like your banner, your picture, your headliner, and your 5 hashtags. So that can really help people quickly identify if they're interested in the kinds of things that you create. So let's talk about some of the cons of LinkedIn Creative Mode. Some of the negatives. It does move your About section in your LinkedIn profile. So if you're really relying on that LinkedIn About section to describe who you are and what you can do to your audience, be aware that they will be pushing that information further down on your profile. So if you're really relying on that, this may not be a good move for you. They also make your default setting follow instead of connect. This doesn't mean that people can't connect with you. They can still click through and request a connection, but it's going to ask them to follow you first. This can be a negative for people because it means that you can't reach out to your followers with a direct message. However, I would say if that's something that's worrying you, just go through and connect yourself with the people who follow you that are interesting to you. Let them know that you appreciate the follow and that you'd like to add them to your network. That way you are seeing their content and you're able to send them direct messages on LinkedIn. The last thing that I would warn you about creative mode on LinkedIn is that if you're not a very active person, if you're not pushing out content, this is going to become even more obvious in creator mode because of those six items that are all you. People are going to see those dates, and if there's big gaps between them, they know that you're not creating as much. So this is, as the name kind of indicates, a profile setting that is really great for people who are already creating their own content on LinkedIn. And that could be posts, videos, polls, any of it counts as long as you're active. So what do you think? I would love to know if you are considering creative mode or if you've already switched to creative mode. So what do you think? I would love to know if you've already switched to creative mode or if this video helped you make up your mind on if it would be a good thing for you. When I switched my profile to creative mode, I didn't see a big difference in the number of views to my LinkedIn profile or searches to my LinkedIn profile, but I will let you know engagement actually did go up on my posts. So more views and more conversations on the content that I was putting out. And I was really excited to see that. So I'm looking forward to hearing how you guys do with it. If this was helpful to you, don't forget to subscribe down below and check out one of these videos that YouTube thinks might be helpful to you. Thanks so much for stopping by Cherry Solutions.